In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on December 8, 2024, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Bengals versus Dallas Cowboys. 2 teams that have largely underperformed this season will square off this Monday night when the Cincinnati Bengals travel to face the Dallas Cowboys. The Bengals, currently sitting with a disappointing 4-8 record, are barely clinging to their playoff aspirations. On the other hand, the Cowboys, with a record of 5-7, have struggled mightily, especially with their starting quarterback, Dak Prescott, sidelined. Despite both teams' struggles, each has shown glimpses of potential, making this matchup an intriguing yet unpredictable affair. The Bengals' defense has been a major disappointment this season, and it's hard to ignore that if they had even a mediocre defense, they could very well be a playoff-caliber team. In their most recent game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Bengals' offense put up an impressive 38 points, yet their defense allowed 44 points, resulting in a heartbreaking loss. Overall, the Bengals' offense is putting up 28 points per game, ranking 5th in the league. But their defense is giving up a troubling 28 points per game, ranking 31st in the NFL. To make matters worse, Orlando Brown Jr., one of their key offensive linemen, is dealing with a knee injury and is listed as questionable heading into this game. The Dallas Cowboys, meanwhile, are entering this game with a renewed sense of confidence, having won 2 consecutive games. Their victory over the Washington Commanders 2 games ago was a solid 34-26 win, and they followed that up with a 27-20 triumph against the New York Giants. Despite their offensive struggles this season, the Cowboys are averaging 21 points per game, ranked 21st in the league, while their defense has allowed 28 points per game, ranking 29th. The Cowboys will have to continue fighting hard to overcome their own struggles on both sides of the ball, especially with their offense ranking in the lower half of the league. In general, Thursday and Sunday night NFL matchups are often regarded as marquee games, but this Monday night contest doesn't quite meet those standards. The Bengals, despite having an elite quarterback in Joe Burrow, just cannot seem to string together victories. Even Burrow himself has voiced frustration, saying his team needs to change a lot of things going forward. He is absolutely right, as the Bengals' defense remains one of the worst in the league, and Burrow has often been hampered by drops from his receiving core. Additionally, his head coach, Zach Taylor, has been criticized for his ineffective coaching style, which has only added to the team's struggles. Despite this, the Bengals are favored for the 8th time this season, with a 4-4 record against the spread when favored. On the other side, the Cowboys, while not a great team this year, have at least shown resilience, with 2 straight divisional wins under their belts. We're not claiming the Dallas Cowboys are a great team by any stretch of the imagination, especially without Dak Prescott, but they're playing with determination. After a long break, they'll face a Bengals team that has failed to meet expectations this season. While a win over the Giants isn't a monumental achievement, it's worth noting that the Cowboys were able to put together a strong performance, gaining 21 first downs and accumulating 317 total yards, all without committing a turnover. Given the Bengals' defensive woes, it's unlikely that their defense will offer much more resistance than the Giants did, which gives the Cowboys a potential advantage that sportsbooks may be underestimating. Joe Burrow is unquestionably a star, but beyond his stellar play, there's not much else to be excited about when it comes to the Bengals' prospects in this game. That said, the Cowboys' defense has been playing hard, allowing just 29 first downs over the last 2 weeks, and they should continue that level of intensity in this matchup. Despite Cincinnati's constant talk about breaking out, their performance on the field has been anything but that. At 4-8, a breakout is looking increasingly unlikely, especially when their defense continues to allow more than 34 points per game. The Bengals have lost 4 of their last 5 games and have shown little ability to stop high-scoring teams. In contrast, the Cowboys, though struggling defensively earlier in the season, have gotten a boost from the return of key defensive players, including edge rusher Micah Parsons and cornerback DaRon Bland, both of whom have helped improve the Dallas defense. The return of Parsons has had a noticeable impact, forcing opposing teams to alter their game game plans in an effort to avoid his disruptive play. This will be a concern for the Bengals, who rank just 17th in pass protection. Bland's return, coupled with the potential return of cornerback Trevon Diggs, strengthens the Cowboys' pass defense, which currently ranks 13th in the NFL. Offensively, Dallas has had success with their run game, particularly on Thanksgiving, when they got a career performance from running back Rico Dowdle. In this matchup, they will likely lean on their run game again, which will open up opportunities for the passing game against a Bengals defense that ranks 27th in pass defense. The Bengals' inability to generate pressure on the quarterback is another major weakness, as they currently rank 29th in the league in pass rush. Given the current trends of both teams, the spread for this game seems a bit surprising. Despite the Bengals' struggles, they are still favored, likely due to the presence of Joe Burrow under center. While the Cowboys are playing with a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush, their recent form has been solid, with a win over the Giants last week and 2 straight divisional victories. Although Dallas has struggled at home this season with a 1-5 record, the team has shown promise under Rush, who has injected new life into the offense. This game sets up well for the Cowboys as they face a Bengals defense that has been consistently porous, with Cincinnati giving up an average of 34.5 points per game in their last 2 road contests and struggling against the spread in their last 5 games. Dallas has a legitimate shot to cover the spread. The Cowboys should have no trouble scoring against the Bengals defense. It's clear that no matter who is playing quarterback for the Bengals, their defense simply doesn't have the tools to stop the Cowboys' offense. Expect Cooper Rush to have a significant impact in this game, and his performance could very well be the difference maker. While it may not be enough for the Cowboys to pull off a victory, their offense will keep them in the game, and at worst, they should only lose by a narrow margin. As a result, the Dallas Cowboys to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. As for the total, Monday night's game presents some clarity. The Bengals, with their poor defense and elite quarterback play, are an over machine this season. Joe Burrow's ability to push the ball downfield and Cincinnati's explosive offensive play make them a team capable of hitting the over in any game. They'll be facing a Dallas defense that has struggled mightily this season, ranking 29th in points allowed per game and 31st in opponent points per play. Burrow will likely thrive in this matchup, despite his team's defensive shortcomings. Both teams are susceptible to big plays, with the Bengals defense allowing an average of 128 rushing yards per game, which plays into Dallas' hands. The Cowboys have found some success in the run game recently, and they'll likely lean on that to open up the passing game against a Bengals pass defense that ranks 27th in the league. With Cooper Rush playing mistake-free football and coming off 2 solid games, he could also make a big impact in this one. The Bengals' tendency to hit the over in nearly every game this season further solidifies the expectation of a high-scoring affair. Cincinnati has gone 9-3 to the over this season, including hitting 5 consecutive overs by an average margin of 18 points per game, which is an impressive statistic. Both teams have struggled defensively this season, with both ranking among the worst in the league in points allowed per game. Cincinnati has given up at least 24 points in 7 of their last 10 games, while also putting up impressive offensive numbers with Burrow at the helm. Meanwhile, Dallas has allowed at least 26 points in 6 of their last 7 games, but has managed to score at least 27 points in each of their last 2 contests, with both teams capable of putting up points and neither defense being particularly strong against the pass. This game has all the ingredients for a high-scoring matchup. The Bengals' best hope of staying competitive in this game is to outscore the Cowboys, as their offense is one of the best in the league. They rank 5th in scoring and 2nd in red zone offense. However, their defense continues to give up big numbers, and with the Cowboys featuring a potent passing attack of their own, they'll be able to exploit the Bengals' weak pass defense. Dallas offense, led by Cooper Rush, should have no problem moving the ball downfield, and with the Bengals struggling to generate pressure, it sets up for a high-scoring game where both teams will likely hit the over. Ultimately, both teams have significant defensive flaws, and while the Bengals have an elite quarterback, their inability to stop opposing offenses has been their downfall. With the Cowboys finding some success on offense with Rush under center, expect another high-scoring affair in which both teams put up points. Given the Bengals' penchant for hitting the over and the weaknesses of both defenses, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.